Welcome back aboard our Discovery Princess Pacific Coast Cruise series. In the last video, we explored Alcatraz Island, and now we're continuing our San Francisco excursion. After returning to the pier, we boarded a bus to cross the iconic Golden Gate Bridge, stopping at Vista Point for some incredible views. From there, we headed into Sausalito to stroll the waterfront and take in the charm of this bayside town. After our excursion, it was time to return to the ship, enjoy a delicious dinner, and cap off the evening with live entertainment in the piazza. Let's jump back into the journey. The bus ride to the Golden Gate Bridge along Highway 101 gave us some great views of the Presidio of San Francisco, now a national park, as well as the bridge itself and the surrounding bay. The approach and drive onto the Golden Gate was another one of those truly iconic moments that feels like a highlight of any San Francisco excursion. Just beyond the bridge, we arrived at North Vista Point, where the bus pulled into the parking area and we had time to get out and enjoy the views. Looking back across the Golden Gate toward San Francisco, the city skyline and the bay made for a stunning backdrop. There are so many incredible views around the Bay Area, but this one is definitely a favorite. And of course, it was time for the mandatory selfies with the bridge behind us. After taking a few more moments to admire the views of the bay and the Golden Gate Bridge, it was time to move on. We boarded the bus once again for the short and scenic drive into Sausalito, where we'd have a chance to explore the waterfront. Our bus parked in the official tour bus parking lot near Gabrielson Park by the bay, and from there we walked about a block over to Bridgeway, the main street that runs along Sausalito's waterfront. Crossing the street, we turned south and began strolling along the sidewalk. This stretch of Bridgeway is lined with shops, cafes, and restaurants, making it a lively and inviting spot. Just across the way is Vina del Mar Park, probably the most recognized and photographed park in Sausalito, with its fountain, statues, and open green space right by the water. From here we continued south to the next intersection where the Barrel House Tavern marked the last building on the left. Beyond that point, the town opened up right along the water. With shops still lining the right-hand side and the bay stretching out to the left, it made for a perfect spot to slow down, take in the scenery, and enjoy the charm of Sausalito's waterfront. Since we hadn't had any coffee since leaving the ship that morning, we were definitely ready for a pick-me-up. As we walked along the waterfront, we came upon the espresso bar at Suzette Café Bistro. We stepped inside and ordered a couple of lattes, then took them back out to a sidewalk table. It was a perfect spot to relax for a bit, sip our coffee, and soak in the beautiful bay views right in front of us. Just as we were finishing our coffee, Karl decided to make an appearance. Now, for those of you not familiar, Karl is the name locals affectionately give to the San Francisco fog. Almost out of nowhere, the sky shifted, the fog rolled in, and a light rain began to fall. It was one of those classic Bay Area weather changes that seemed to happen in an instant. We ducked under a nearby awning for a little shelter, and almost as quickly as it had arrived, the rain passed. With the skies clearing again, we crossed back over to the waterfront sidewalk and continued our walk along the bay. It was a nice reminder of just how changeable the weather can be here. Before long, it was time to turn back north and make our way in the direction of the bus. As we walked, we passed a couple of inviting bayside restaurants that looked like perfect spots to sit down for a meal with a view. I made a mental note that someday I need to return, enjoy some food here, and spend more time exploring all that Sausalito has to offer. As we came back near Vina Del Mar Park, I paused to take in the cherry blossoms lining Bridgeway. The soft pink blooms added such a beautiful touch to the walk and made for some really nice shots along the way. We cut off onto El Portal toward the ferry terminal and arrived just in time to see the ferry from San Francisco pulling in. The ferries are such a great way to get around the bay, connecting San Francisco with Sausalito and several other communities along the shoreline. Watching it arrive really highlighted how important the ferry system is here, and it made for a great moment to pause and take in the view. From there, we headed back to the bus, which was parked nearby, and soon were on our way back across the Golden Gate Bridge, this time headed south.
And then we're going to cross.
The ride gave us more views of the bridge and the bay, but from a slightly different perspective, which was a nice way to see it all over again. Before long, we were back aboard the Discovery Princess and returned to our stateroom to get ready for dinner in the main dining room. The dinner menu, as it usually did, began with a selection of fresh breads, followed by starters, soups, and salads. On the next page, there were a couple of pasta options, along with 6 different main courses and several Princess favorites that are always available. It was a nice variety with something to appeal to just about every taste. After the bread, we started with a delicious crab and artichoke dip. For my main course, I ordered the grilled seafood bowl, which came with salmon, red snapper, shrimp, and sea scallops, topped with a fresh mango lime salsa. Haley went with the more traditional beef stroganoff, a classic comfort dish that was cooked perfectly. And of course, we both wrapped things up with one of those great princess desserts, this time carrot cake. After dinner, there was a magician performing in the theater, but we decided instead to spend the evening in the piazza enjoying the live entertainment there. One of the highlights was a set featuring the music of ABBA, which was a lot of fun and had the crowd singing along. After the show, we made our way back to our stateroom to get some rest and recharge for our second day of exploring San Francisco. But that's for the next video. In the next video, we'll be exploring San Francisco on our own. We'll hop into a Waymo driverless car for a ride to Chinatown, where we'll enjoy a traditional Chinese meal at a family-run restaurant. From there, we'll catch another Waymo over to Fisherman's Wharf, stop at Ghirardelli Square for some chocolate, check out the cable cars at their starting point, see the California sea lions at Pier 39, and then walk the entire Fisherman's Wharf area all the way back to our ship. And you definitely don't want to miss the story of what happened while we were at dinner on board that ended up making the front page of the San Francisco Chronicle the very next day. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of this kind of content, like the video, share it with friends, and leave us a comment to let us know what you think. We invite you to join us on our website at findushere.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. Meanwhile, check out this video next for more travel fun, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our new content. Your subscription is always free, helps us grow the channel, and is always greatly appreciated.